Hi, my name is Sam Greenfield, and I have a question for Fox News. How do you do it? How do you, every morning on your show, completely avoid the big news stories of the day and concentrate on trashing President Obama or Secretary of State Hillary Clinton? How do you do it? There's a story in the paper and on every other news service, that Rudy Giuliani said that if the President of the United States shot James Comey, the director of the FBI, he wouldn't be prosecuted. Now, this man's supposed to be representing Donald Trump in some form or fashion. Okay. We also found out that he lied, that's Trump, about the Mueller memo. We also found out that he doesn't know what he's doing. We also found out that he has no concept of what he's going to talk about with Kim Jong-un. He even said, I'm just going to wing it. Isn't that great? We're talking about nuclear war and he's going to wing it. This is your guy. So I tuned in Fox News to see what they're talking about. And they have some guy on named Dave. I don't know who he is. He's got short hair and a goatee, and he's not wearing a tie, which I think is a disgrace if you're going to do a morning news show. He kind of looks like one of these pathetic middle-aged guys trying to pick up a 20-year-old at a South Beach bar. And he's railing on and on about President Obama's new book, where in it, President Obama feels that since the election of Trump, we've gone tribal, which really means white people, black people, okay, or black people, Hispanic people, white people. That's really what it means. At no time did he say that he was great or that the public misses him or he's adored. But that's what this guy Dave said. He said, you know what it sounds like? He's saying, oh, look how bad you're doing without me. Never said that. Never uttered that. And it's not a news story at all. There's nothing that Trump said about that that's a news story. I don't get that. And frankly, neither do you. But Fox News does this every morning. Or, pardon me, they put on a soldier and they praise him to the heavens. Now, they're doing this because if they actually do a news story about Donald Trump, they'll get it wrong. And now I have a more specific question for Ainsley Earhart, who just about every day professes her love for Jesus. Tell me, what part of the teachings of Jesus Christ dictate that a man can brag about sexually assaulting women? Tell me what part of the teachings of Jesus Christ talk about a man who doesn't pay his debts. Tell me what part about Jesus Christ and his teachings indicate that you should allow someone to call your daughter a hot piece of ass. Tell me what man who professes to be a Christian would say about his daughter, if she wasn't related to me, we'd be dating. And tell me what daughter laughs at that, but doesn't take his father aside and go, are you out of your mind? And what man appoints Mike Pence, who is a religious bigot and really not that bright, and says he is so honored to serve Donald Trump, not serve the country, serve Donald Trump, which is what Trump demands, total loyalty, above and beyond the country. So that's my question for Fox News, essentially, is how do you avoid the news stories? You'll have on a country western band, and of course when Samantha Bee called Ivanka Trump the C word, you went berserk, but I didn't hear a word out of you when Ted Nugent called Hillary Clinton that. I didn't hear a word out of you when people went to Trump rallies wearing t-shirts saying, Trump the cunt. Okay. I didn't hear anything out of you, Trump the bitch. These were t-shirts. No one from the Trump administration, no one from the Trump rallies, no one from the Trump organization walked up to these people and said, you got to go. You can't wear that. That's a disgrace. And I promise you, if Obama had t-shirts like that about any woman on the Republican side, let's say Sarah Palin, you would have lost your mind. You would have gone crazy. And frankly, you should have. That's what I think you should have done. But you didn't. Because all that this is about the fact that President Obama was black, or is black. That's it. That's all you care about. He's black, we're not, run for your lives. Because your real fear is about the country turning brown. That's your fear. Okay? That's why there's no African American hosting a show on your network. Not one. Not one. Ever. So why don't you just admit it? You know, it's kind of like what Bill Maher said the other week. He said, I would appreciate it if the waiter would just tell me, look, if you're finished, get the hell out. I'd like to make some more money from a new table. Instead of, will there be anything else? Well, I feel the same way about you. I feel that you should go on there and say, listen, our listeners are, for the most part, old, white, Christian, conservative, and that's who we're going to kowtow to. That's our base. Those are the people stupid enough to vote for Trump. And now ask yourself this question just before I go. He had a rally. Trump had a rally the other week in Indiana. And everyone behind him was white, except I think for one black guy who held up a sign saying blacks for Trump, which I think he held up because he knew he'd be on camera. I don't know. But let's say you dropped a black curtain in front of those people so no one could see them, not the press, not the camera, nobody could see them. And ask those people, those hundreds of people behind Trump, now that they can't be seen, applaud if you're glad that the president is white. How loud do you think the applause would be? I think I know. I think I have a real good idea. I'm Sam Greenfield, and I'll be back with more questions.